Welcome back, people to MG Sports TV. Boy, you know, for me for the video and couldn't get it. My sincere apologies. This is actually somewhat of a season preview and also a preview for the match on match day. Basically, I dropped this video on match day. So I know enough people now get to see this video. Anyways, you don't know, so if we're going that same way. One game off. Let me make it clear. There's one game off, that is the Mullines versus Tivoli Garden. That game is off, people, because of the death, rest in peace, of the youngster Delano Daly. As I say again, rest in peace, youngster. People, take time on the road. Take time on the drive. But if your drives are hard, please. Anyone now go, or if you're not late already. The hard driving not necessarily I go fix nothing. But at the end of the day, let's get cracking. Who said the cracking? Alright. So there's a lot of things happening where the Jamaican Premier League is concerned. So much things happening. A lot of transfers, a lot of news, merger, new teams coming up. And there's big expectations on the back. Let me list out the fixtures for the weekend. These are Veer Phoenix versus Mobile United, Portman United versus Mount Pleasant, Arnett Garden versus Dumbo Holding. Monday Night Football now we have Harbourview versus Chapeltown Maroon and Waterhouse versus Racing United. May I tell you people? Woo! Woo! Interesting. Alright, so these are the 14 teams. 14 teams will be partaking in this year's competition. Let's run through them. Arnett Garden, Cavaliers FC, Chapeltown Maroon, Dumby Holding, Harbourview, Humble Lion, Mullines United, Montego Bay, Mount Pleasant, Portmore United, Racing United, Tivoli Garden, Veer Phoenix, and Waterhouse. Now, the big aspect of this is who will make it to the playoffs. Why this hard enough? This hard enough. Alright, so let me be honest, yeah? I'm going to run through all our clubs them. Then I'm going to go, after I run through clubs them, I give them my possible top six. I can be wrong. But for each club, I'm going to discuss some small aspects, what them did in a transfer window. I'm not going to go down every detail, every transfer they make, but the important aspect of what they did in transfer window. And how the squad have improved. So, let's go. Let's touch on it. Arnett Garden, first of all, congratulations on winning the CFU. Unfortunately, at this present moment, they look kind of bleaky for them right now, going into the Caribbean, the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Don't know, some bad results, but any idea they can bounce back. But Arnett Garden should be the team right now who's actually in the best form. Based on the fact that they win the CFU and play the CCC, that are the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. So them supposed to in a good form. This season I've addressed quite a few of the areas. Defensively, I thought that was an issue. I think that the addition of Alston Lewis, even though they brought in more players, I think that's a solid addition. But what I believe that Arnett Garden is going to be the team. Normally, every year Arnett Garden challenge. They always challenge. So I expect good things from Arnett Garden this season. I expect the consistency over the time. So Xavier Gilbert has his work cut out for him. Next up, we have Cavalier. Cavalier, the team must spend little to nothing, but yet still always involved in the mix. So sometimes when you feel like, say, boy, nothing now going from Cavaliers, again, nothing from Cavalier, just turn up, Bungla youths, top 6, semi-finals, finals, are them a win the championship. But them always in the playoffs. They always in the playoffs. Then now, the funny thing is, this year, for those who take note of the transfer window, most of Cavaliers team, most of the senior players in Cavaliers team gone. The Nicholas Hamilton, Kyle Ming, Gadal, a lot of them gone. But they recruit some youngsters and bring in the youngster from Mount Pleasant, Kaylee Avery. So we know say them good where that's concerned. And then brought in some players enough people don't even know. But them all turn up, and on the day you will see them most definitely. At the end of the day, people, we know a thing already. Let's go. Let's have a look at this. Next up we have is Chapeltown Maroons. Now, this is their second rodeo. Now, I thought that they did some really good recruiting. I personally think they did some really good recruiting. I do think that this season, they're more equipped now to stay in the league. But will they? That's a big question. Will they stay in the league? Because they are more equipped. But at the end of the day, I think that they can stay in the league, As is, the question is, will they? But it's interesting to see how Chapelton Maroons continue to the season. Dumbo Holding, new coach, Philip Williams, still in Portmore, still have his now worry about it, Philip. Oh, I go on now. No worry about it, man. Anyways, yeah, so Dumbo Holding, they did some good recruiting, brought in some internationals as well. Same basically how I think they're bringing internationals. I'm expecting Dumbo Holding to be a little bit more consistent this season where the performances are concerned. I do believe that Philip Williams is definitely a good coach. So I think that we're going to get some more consistency. Last year, even under Lenny, I think they were a little bit too inconsistent. Maybe just a profile of player didn't necessarily match. Harbourview FC now. This, I think, I'm a little bit worried for Harbourview FC. And let me tell you why I'm worried for Harbourview FC. The whole part changes that take place. Whole part changes in management, in the administration, and also on the pitch. So I'm slightly a little bit worried about Harbourview. This is the team I'm probably going to put an asterisk beside and say unsure of what is going to take place for them this season. It's going to be interesting. New coach, Ludlow Turner, technical director. So they will have an interesting season. I'm not sure where consistency is concerned, but I do believe that they might not be as consistent as we expect them to be. But you know, Stars of the East, let's see what they have to offer. Umberland, one of the teams in a little bit of unknown, Dookie, down at Umberland. They did a bit of recruiting, brought in some youngsters. So I think Umberland, unsure last year, they weren't consistent last year. Let's see if Dookie are going to make a change to that. Racing United, next team from Portmore. So we already touched one team from Portmore, now I touch the second team. Racing United. Now, unfortunately, Racing lose them main striker, but Racing do have a quality team. Now, the big task for them this season is just keep their head above water. That is a big task. Will they do it? Can they do it? I think they can, but will they do it? I'm not sure as yet. But based off how the season panned out, how consistent they are in getting results. In pre-season, they have gotten some good results in pre-season, which would have shown that they are capable of doing something. So that in itself is very much interesting. So I never really touch on that. Anyways, let's continue. Because I never let them reach, but let's continue because we don't start from already. So that's interesting. So let's see what they have to offer this season. I would love to see them see Night League this season, and then now next season now they can push on for some bit of consistency where the league is concerned. Next up we have is Montego Bay United. No, my apologies. Next up we have Malines United. Malines, kind of unknown figure there, but one thing they do have a good coach. They brought in quite a few of the Phoenix players in and around the team. So that one is going to be interesting. These are some of the Phoenix players that went down to Veer Phoenix. Very, very interesting one. So I do think that they recruited properly. Areas that they did need to work on last year, the midfield, they really needed to work on the midfield, and they conceded some individual errors where goal is concerned. Because of individual errors, they conceded some goals. But nevertheless, that one is what I'm going to look into. So, Malines United, let's see how their season panned out. Next up, Montego Bay. They have fairly, not the best pre-season, I do think, because Racing beat them, Chapelton beat them, quite a few teams beat them. But pre-season, them saying if you're looking at pre-season, but I do factor in pre-season. So far, where pre-season is concerned, it's not the best start. So it's going to be interesting to see what they have to offer this season. But a lot of internationals, international coach, quite a few international players, some top quality players as well. So let's see what they have to offer. Mount Pleasant, the team with the big recruitment, the big budget, the big team, the big gun, Mount Pleasant. They will want to be pushing for the titles here. Remember that both them and Cavaliers went into the finals a couple seasons now. And last year, Cavaliers won it. So Cavaliers kind of good. Cavaliers kind of good. So there's not much to be said about Cavaliers because it's just unknown. There's a lot of unknown where Cavaliers concerned. But with other clubs, most other clubs, you know exactly what is to come. Well, Cavaliers are really unknown now. They're consistent in the top half of the table. And they're consistent where the playoffs is concerned. They're consistent in top 4. So not necessarily unknown. So Mount Pleasant, interesting to see the move with Topper with more Harold Thomas, then back Tapper with more and Fergie. No, no, Fergie and Tapper went there, change up players. A few of the players were there before, gone. So there's a lot of moving parts in Mount Pleasant. The big question is, will they settle in the league fast enough to start off the campaign on a high? Will they do that? Quite interesting. We will know on Sunday, which is today, when they play against Portmore United. Let's get now to Portmore United. Big boy in town. Big, bad boy in town. Anyways, Portmore United, unfortunately, we have personal issues now with Mount Pleasant in them taking our best player and also taking our coach. So we have some serious issues with them now. So this time for this match, first match, we're gonna make it tough for them. We're gonna make it really, really tough for them because I beat them. Yeah? So Portmore, where players is concerned, we have a very good squad, a really, really good squad, and Austin is going to lead the team throughout the season, and I expect us to do really, really good this season. I'm expecting top 6. I'm expecting top 6 with this team. I know most of the Portmore fans have said, boy, they're going to win it. For me personally, at this present moment, I'm quite unsure of that as yet. But I'm expecting minimum top 6 from Portmore. Next up, we have Tivoli Garden. No, they lost a lot of players. They lost a lot of players. No, they did a bit of recruiting, not extensively. So I'm unsure how they're going to approach the season. But Tivoli Garden, I think I'm a little bit concerned with Tivoli Garden. Just the same as Harbourview. I'm slightly concerned with them. Next up we have is the team that's going to attract a lot of viewership, a lot of followership, a lot of everything. They're Phoenix. Craig Butler in the Jamaica Premier League. Now, this one is interesting. Craig Butler alongside Lenny Hyde. And let me tell you. Transition football versus possession base come together. What you gonna get? That's a question. What you gonna get? Me don't know. Me don't know if you expect from the one. Transition football versus possession base. Me don't know how that work out. That's like mixing both Liverpool and Man City in a one. I ask the question, what you really get? So two different personalities, two different coaching style come together. Let's see how this one materializes. For me personally, me have an eye on the one, yeah? Me have an eye on the one. Me have an eye on the one. But anyways, let's see what I want. Waterhouse, Fuzzy. Big up yourself, Fuzzy. Waterhouse did some very good recruiting, and I do believe that them have a big squad this season, an experienced squad, a squad that can push them. Waterhouse has definitely fallen short quite a few times now, few seasons now, and I do believe that this season they will push towards top 6. Now, let me give you my top 6. People don't cost me, yeah? Me a bigger, no cost me. This is my top 6. Feel me top 6. I'm not cost me, yeah? Because at the end of the day, me must get it right. Prediction means anything you have. That prediction means. Anyways, prediction is not written in stone. So where top 6 is concerned, we're going to go for the consistency in Cavalier. That's one team. Arnett Garden, 2. Have a big squad. Portmore United, 3. This is not in any specific order. 3. Mount Pleasant, 4. Waterhouse, 5. Interesting. What if you add via Phoenix night? You're going. I'm going to say, don't be holding. So, Arnett, Cavalier, Waterhouse, Portmore, Mount Pleasant, don't be holding. That's my top 6. Who are going to win? The safe bet, most persons just say probably it's a Cavalier. A safe bet. For me, my bet would be Portmore. That's to be my bet. My bet would be Portmore. But I do believe that we might see Cavalier going back to back. I go Cavalier. I go Cavalier. Pay me off to say, but I go Cavalier. And let me tell you why. Arnett Garden started the season well early. Think man management is going to be a big thing for Arnett Garden. Man management is going to be a big thing. Where periodization is concerned, that'll be a big thing. Dumbo Walling, new coach, all for new players. They're now season. Let me see affects. Because remember, we do pan Cavalier now, most of the players, you have new players, but same system, same coach. Everything relatively remains the same. And I do think that maybe Arnett Garden and Cavalier go final. The issue with Mount Pleasant now is that because so much things happen, I'm unsure how we're going to get. But I know the top 6 are the possibility for Mount Pleasant. I'm unsure we'll get because of so much things that happen in Mount Pleasant. Portmore, new coach, whole heap of new players, nice setup. Even though they have a strong team, that's all. Now the next team I think might be, as I said, going to make a big push. I think is Waterhouse, because Waterhouse have consistency regarding the coach, regarding players, and I think Waterhouse is in a good position. Last year, they underperformed in some aspect, but I do believe that this year we're supposed to expect a lot better. So maybe Cavalier. So the 3 teams I expect say maybe I push it first, second, and third. I go fall in between Cavalier, Arnett, and Waterhouse. Cavalier, Arnett, and Waterhouse. But even if it's from my heart, but that's a Portmore. but would I want that? But logically thinking, I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have that. So we can win it, of course. Any team in the Premier League can win the Premier League. Any team. Just want to pick up the right form and right consistency. But I think Cavalier, Arnett, and Waterhouse, because I fact say most of the other teams Wolper, mixed match are going. With these 3 teams, these teams are that's probably the most consistent teams from last year until now. Now we could say Mount Pleasant a little bit with Mount Pleasant, but the mere fact that the in-house issues that continues to prolong, that's the reason why I don't have Mount Pleasant to say if they win it. I'm not saying that they can't win it. That's the reason I don't have them to win it. They can. They most definitely can. They have the biggest squad. So they most definitely can win it. But if they fix all the in-house issues, who's to tell? But these 3 teams are 3 teams I think where consistency is concerned is a little bit on the better side of things. Alright, so let's get on to the matches that is coming up for tomorrow. Where is it? Jamaica Premier League. These are the games. Vier Phoenix versus Montego Bay. First match of Vier Phoenix. Wolper controversy in the game there. That game they a draw game. That game they a draw game. 2-2. 2-2 draw game. Portmore United versus Mount Pleasant. No, I back my team for the one, yeah? 2-1 Portmore United. 2-1 Portmore United. Start off the season on a bang. Arnett Garden versus Dumbo Walling. Tongue in the jungle. Rumble in the jungle. Arnett Garden versus Dumbo Walling. Arnett Garden, I think Arnett Garden is a little bit more consistent and a little bit more firm than Dumbo Walling. So I give them Arnett Garden 2-0. Arnett Garden. Interesting for Philip what am I going to do? Monday Night Football, blow, sound skirt. Big up, Harbourview versus Chapeltown Maroons. Chapeltown Maroons, I think Chapeltown Maroons had a really good pre-season. We might see the first shocker here. So I'm probably going to say Chapeltown Maroons 1, Harbourview 1. Final match of the night we have is Waterhouse versus Racing. Now, I do think that Racing are going to do well this season, but maybe Waterhouse is a little bit too early to face a team like Waterhouse who would definitely go for the Premier League title, who definitely in the running for the Premier League title this season. So I'm going to say Waterhouse probably 3-1 over Racing. I mean, I want Racing win still, but just have all that Portmore team then win. They don't bowl in the Racing and the Portmore, yeah, but unfortunately, football not go by way your heart tell you. Sometimes they do. But logically, I'm going to say probably Waterhouse is a little bit too early for racing. So, you know, if racing you get probably like, well, you know, the teams them where you know say normally in and around and just build upon that. But this might be a little bit early, hopefully, because we must say, you know, and Patrick is also a former Waterhouse coach, so you don't know, say, Patrick has a bit of experience in the Premier League, so he's not new to the Premier League. He's not new to the Premier League, so you know what is it to expect in the Premier League. So, it's interesting to see this one. Big up on yourself, people. Smash like button, hit subscribe button. Such a long video. Such a long video. Anyways, big up on yourself, people. This is actually my preview, season preview, and match day preview. So big up on yourself, people. Don't know anything already. Woo! We're out. As we say, man, come back in it. This is prediction, yeah? Prediction. A prediction time. This is a prediction, yeah? It almost means that me not get it right. Can get it totally wrong. But, there's a but. Me can get it right as well. Anyways, big up on yourself, people. MG Sports TV. We're out. God bless. Boom!